While the world constantly speculates about Princess Leonor's future romance, one thing has become increasingly clear. Princess Leonor appears to be in absolutely no rush to marry. And many believe there's a very important reason why. Because behind the royal headlines and public fascination, Leonor's life is already carrying pressures most people could never imagine. So perhaps marriage is not the priority people think it is. As future Queen of Spain, Princess Leonor lives under constant public attention. Every appearance creates headlines, every interaction sparks speculation online, and every stage of her life becomes international discussion. That includes one topic the public seems endlessly fascinated by: her future relationships. But unlike fairy tales people often imagine around royalty, modern royal life is far more complicated. Especially for someone preparing to carry the future of an entire monarchy on her shoulders. And many observers believe Leonor understands that very clearly. 1. Leonor's life is already full of responsibility. One of the biggest reasons Princess Leonor may not be focused on marriage right now is simple. Her life is already built around preparation and duty. As heir to the Spanish throne, Leonor's schedule and future responsibilities are enormous. Military training, official ceremonies, public speeches, international representation. Every stage of her life appears carefully structured around preparing her for the future role of queen. That level of preparation leaves very little room for an ordinary personal life. And unlike most young people, Leonor cannot separate private decisions from public consequences. Even small personal moments can instantly become worldwide headlines. That kind of pressure changes how someone approaches relationships completely. 2. Modern royal life is different now. Royal marriages once followed very different expectations. In the past, royal families often faced intense pressure to marry young and secure the future of the monarchy quickly. But modern Europe has changed dramatically. Today, younger royals are expected to focus more on education, personal growth, and public responsibility before marriage becomes part of the conversation. And Princess Leonor appears to reflect that modern approach strongly. Many people believe the Spanish royal family wants her fully prepared emotionally and professionally before adding even greater public attention to her personal life. Because marriage for a future queen would never be treated as just a private romance. It would instantly become global news. That level of scrutiny is enormous. 3. The pressure of choosing the right person. For ordinary people, relationships are personal. For future monarchs, relationships often become symbolic. That creates incredible pressure. Who Leonor may eventually date or marry would immediately trigger worldwide attention, media analysis, and public opinion. Every detail would be examined. Background, personality, family, behavior, public image. That kind of pressure can make relationships extremely difficult. And perhaps Leonor understands that rushing into public romance could create challenges she simply does not need right now. Many royal observers believe she appears focused mainly on preparation, discipline, and long-term responsibility rather than public relationships. And honestly, that may be exactly what the Spanish monarchy prefers at this stage of her life. 4. Her private life is extremely protected. Another important reason people know so little about Leonor's romantic life is privacy. Compared to celebrities or influencers her age, Leonor's personal world remains highly protected. That is likely intentional. Both King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia appear extremely careful about shielding their daughters from unnecessary media exposure. And for Leonor especially, maintaining privacy may be essential. Because once the public becomes deeply involved in a royal relationship story, the pressure can become overwhelming very quickly. The royal family likely understands that protecting Leonor's personal space now could help her build a stronger foundation for the future. 5. Leonor represents a new generation of royalty. Part of the fascination surrounding Princess Leonor comes from how modern her generation feels compared to older royal traditions. She represents a monarchy trying to connect with younger audiences in a changing world. And younger generations today often prioritize independence, education, and personal identity before marriage. Leonor's image reflects that shift naturally. She appears focused, disciplined, and future-oriented rather than defined by romance. That makes her story feel different from traditional royal narratives centered mainly around weddings and fairy tale relationships. Instead, people are watching someone prepare for leadership first. And that may be exactly why public interest around her continues growing. 6. The future may still change everything. Of course, nobody truly knows what Leonor's future personal life will eventually look like. One day, romance and marriage may become major parts of her public story. And when that moment comes, global fascination would likely explode instantly. Because future queens do not simply have relationships, they create worldwide headlines. But for now, Leonor seems focused on something much larger. Preparing for the enormous responsibilities waiting ahead. And perhaps that explains why she appears so calm about public speculation surrounding her personal life. Because she may understand that timing matters deeply in royal life. So why is Princess Leonor in no rush to marry? Maybe because she already carries responsibilities most people spend a lifetime trying to understand. Before becoming someone's partner, she is first being prepared to become Spain's future queen. And perhaps that role alone already demands more sacrifice, discipline, and patience than the world can fully see. Which raises the real question. When the time finally comes for Princess Leonor to open her heart publicly, will the world allow her to experience love normally, or turn it into another royal spectacle?